Hello and welcome back to Matt's Coins, and I've done it again. I bought more coins to hunt through. So I have already opened this little box just to check the contents were as described, which they are. So I'll get rid of this silica gel, go in the bin. As you can see, it's a lovely mixed bag. In fact, that's probably going to be a zoom in and screenshot. So as you can see, there's already some Victorian stuff showing up. As always, I will be going through looking for varieties, additions, upgrades, etc. to my own collection. Looks like an 1887 halfpenny. Also looking to upgrade the Whitman albums. Obviously my own collection will take preference over whatever gets over the Whitman albums. And that's a closed 1903 penny, looking for that open 3, of course. There's another Victoria, 1890. Where's that gone? There it is. Let's just check that one again. I think we might have a little die rotation there, or maybe not. Nah, it's going to be the way I'm rotating it. I'll have a look at that with a mirror. I think a die rotation would be pretty rare. A coin of that period. Well, that's defined one at least. There's a 51 farthing. There's a 1900 penny. There's another 1917. There's an 1860, first year of the bronze issue. Lots and lots and lots of different varieties, but really to be able to tell what they are, needs to be in better condition than that. There's a rather nice 1903 farthing. Edward VII, of course. In pretty decent shape, but I find that most farthings are the same. There's another farthing. Oh, there was another farthing. So we got a George V, 1914. I believe for my farthing book I'm looking at 1911 and 1934, so if we can find those two. There's a 1902. That looks to be the high tide variety of the halfpenny. 67. Another 67. Okay, I'm going to choose this just because I've spotted it. What's that? 1896. Halfpenny. There's another one there. There's a nice 1899 halfpenny. It's a Victoria farthing. And this one is 1879. It's been a bit damaged around the rim though. But still 1879. Always nice to find the Victorian farthings. 1920, looking for that gap between the A and the B to be the large gap, of course. I'll move this over slightly. There's a 1935 penny. Okay, you've got a shilling from 1947, first year of the Cupro nickel. That's the Scottish shilling, of course. Another 1947 Scottish. 1919, no mint mark, sadly. Of course, we're looking out for that. Oh, we're looking out for any mint mark, H or KN there, as they are the scarcer ones. Preferably an extremely high grade, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. That looks like 1890, a 1940 farthing. Let's go over there really. It's a 61 penny. There's a 1908. We've got a sixpence from 1960. A 1948 English shilling. Just to show you what the two designs look like next to each other. Scottish one's on the right there. The 57 sixpence. And another halfpenny, 1894 this time. There's another halfpenny from 1908. That's two in this hunt. George VI, 1950 farthing. There's an 1891 farthing. Seems quite shiny. Might have to have a look at that one under the scope and see if it's been cleaned at some point. Or is it coated in something? It just seems too shiny for my liking. But still, 1891 farthing. If it's needed, it'll be going in the album. That was 67. 1901. That's an 1873 farthing, a little bit more worn than some of the ones we've seen so far. But again, a Victorian farthing, not to be sniffed at. 1914, nothing special to look out for on those. There's a 1915 farthing. 62 point. So far, there's a lot of early promise in this box. There's another, oh, there's a 1908 farthing there. 1918, no mint mark. Again, that's the one where you're looking for the H or the KN. There's a 1900. An 1899 halfpenny. There's a 1903 halfpenny. Another farthing from 1918 this time. That's 66. Another 1903, so that's on a halfpenny. 1896 halfpenny, sorry, not halfpenny, halfpenny. What's that? 1885 farthing. There's a 1954 sixpence. Young. 1861 halfpenny. From a previous video, reading up on some of these early halfpennies, on worn examples it can be different to differentiate between the varieties, unfortunately. I say that, I mean once they're as worn as some of the examples we've seen. There's an 1899 farthing. There's a 57 sixpence. There's a 65. Now I've got to remember which way around it is. We're looking for that A to be either between the teeth or to the tooth. I'll pop up on the screen which variety it is that you're looking for that particular date, because there is a scarcer one. Now here's a farthing with a mint mark. This is an 1874 with the heat and mint. You can just about make out the H at the bottom there. That one's pretty well used. Which I find unusual for farthings. Normally they're in pretty decent condition. There's a 1902 penny, and it's the high tide version. I've done a video on it before, if I remember I'll link it, but you're looking to see where that tide line intersects with Britannia's legs. It's a 1900 halfpenny. There's an 1883 halfpenny, not in great shape. Looks like it's been in the ground for a while. But still with plenty of detail, so it may go in the collection if it's needed, just as a stopgap. There's a shiny 67. There's an 1890. 1919, no mint mark again. Shame. 1916, two varieties of course. This is the the non-recessed? Let's have a look. Well, we haven't got the broken tooth and it certainly feels flat. I should know that one off by heart by now. What's next? 1905. There's a 1908. 67. 62. 66. I'm not showing these. We've all seen the Elizabeth ones plenty of time. Another 1899 halfpenny. 67. Another 67. There's a 55 Scottish shilling, that one. There's 1919, does it have the mint mark? Nope. What's this one? Another 1919. Again, no mint mark, very dirty and grubby. Another halfpenny, another old one, 1862. This could turn out to be a nice little box. There's a 1903 halfpenny. 1941, another halfpenny. 1884 this time. And 1907. And a couple of farthings, 1940 and 1942. I've got a feeling this video is going to go over 2 videos. The second one will be a little bit shorter in the main content, but will contain the wrap-up. There's another 1947 Scottish. There's a 64. Again, you can see that A is pointing to the gap. Again, off the top of my head, even though I've done it, looked at them hundreds of times, I still can never remember which way around it is. So I'll pop it in the edit. Oops. 1918, no mint marks. There's a 1916 again. And 290. Wonder what the significance of the 290 is. It's a non-recessed here though. And that's definitely been stamped in after minting. 64. 1910. There's a 66. 1888. Is it 88? Yeah, it's got to be. There's a 1909. And a 1918 again, no mint mark. Oops, hit the camera. Right, let's get one more handful for this one. And the rest we'll do in another video. So if you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit that like button as well. Hit the notification icon and you'll be notified when I do upload the next part. Around the time of recording this video, I was approaching the 500 mark. Once I get to 500, there will be a live stream of sorts. I've got 1 or 2 more boxes waiting delivery, so hopefully it will coincide with one of those. There's a 1908 again. There's a 56, 64, 67. So that's a 63 sixpence. There's another one that's been in the ground. Another old Victoria. 1862. There's a 1943. Oops, dropped it in the wrong bit. And okay, to finish off this particular video, 2 1967 pennies. So again, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, etc, etc. And I shall catch you on the next one. Thank you for watching.